बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। लाखों करोड़ों दरूद आका सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम पर और उनकी आल पर। 1 2 3 स्टार्ट। Were able to discover a great principle, some deep truth about the laws of nature which had not before been known. Men who in this way added greatly to the knowledge and learning of the world, as so took all men one big step forward in the long march towards a better understanding of the forces which govern our world. Full stop. It is not possible to read this book or indeed any book of this nature without feeling an increased respect for the power of man's mind, an increased respect for his learning, for his continued attempts to find the truth even when faced with great difficulties. Full stop. Para. The life of each of these men, it need hardly to be said, differs in detail. Full stop. Some of them showed themselves even as children to have reasoning powers beyond what we regard as usual. Semicolon. Others were just simple children showing no special powers of any kind during their early years. Full stop. Some were one idea men, working only in their special field. Semicolon. Others developed remarkable minds and became better than most men in most fields of learning. Full stop. But common to them all was the power to work for very long hours, hours spent in deep thought, in careful planning, in the perfecting of ideas, and the putting of results together piece by piece to make the whole. A whole which was to surprise the world. Full stop. Most of them lived to an old age, few during before reaching 70 years of age, and several living to be over 80. Full stop. Naturally, the thought must come, inverted comma, start. Was there any connection between these two facts? Question mark. Did these men work beyond the powers of common people because they were strong in body beyond the common person? Question mark. Or did they owe their long lives to the fact that they lived principally for their ideas, paying little attention to the many players which interest the masses, caring little for food and drink or for the company of other men and women? Question mark, inverted commas, close para. It is difficult to attempt an answer. Full stop. We cannot be certain. Full stop. But long as was the life of the man himself, it was short when measured by the life of his work. Full stop. That work has influenced the thoughts and the labors of many men for many years. Full stop. It will continue to influence man's thought and man's action as long as man is a thinking being, using the knowledge of the past to increase in the present his control over natural forces. Full stop. Para. The life story of the great man must end on the same note as the life story of the least important of men. Full stop. We must come in our reading to the point where the great man gives up his work, leaving it to others to carry on what he has begun. Full stop. His life with all its wonderful interest is past, and we who read are left with the memory of his life and with the results of his work, full stop. We know that this must be so, comma, but we do not always like a thing better because we know that, full point.